In today's Consumer Alert, European health officials say an outbreak of salmonella linked to chocolate Easter eggs has now been reported throughout Europe and in North America. 266 confirmed cases and 58 suspected cases were found, with the vast majority being in children. The European CDC said no deaths have been reported, but 41% of people were hospitalized. While they haven't pinpointed the source, the European Union agency suspects a Belgian factory that closed in April. At that time, several European countries recalled specific batches of Kinder chocolate products due to suspicions of a connection to an outbreak of salmonella. Businesses are blaming credit and debit cards for higher prices at some stores. Credit card giants Visa and MasterCard raised the rates that they charge merchants last month. The fees vary on several factors, including the retailer, type of card, and the size of the transaction. Some retailers say the increased fees will force them to raise prices and stop accepting certain cards. Visa and MasterCard claim the fees help pay for reward programs and cases of fraud. Ford is asking the owners of 350,000 vehicles to take them to dealers for repairs in 3 different recalls. The company also recommended parking some outdoors because the engines can catch fire. Ford says they don't know what's causing fires in certain 2021 Ford Expedition and Lincoln Navigator SUVs, but the fires can happen even while the engines are off. The automaker is recalling more than 300,000 heavy-duty trucks also because the driver's airbag may not inflate in a crash. And Ford is recalling some 2021 electric Mustang Mach-E SUVs from 2021 as a software problem can cause unintended acceleration. Pedestrian fatalities in the U.S. have reached the highest level in 40 years. CBS's Danya Backus takes a look at what's causing the increase.
70-year-old Adolph Lyons was hit and killed by a truck as he walked in a crosswalk in Los Angeles earlier this year. Police released this video in an effort to find the hit-and-run driver. They say Lyons did everything right. He waited at the crosswalk and he had the right of way.
He was an engineer for the state of California, and my brother was a good man, and he was a veteran.
But accidents like this are growing in number. A new report by the Governor's Highway Safety Association projects nearly 7,500 pedestrians were killed in 2021, an almost 12% jump from 2020.
That would be the largest number of pedestrians killed in a single year in almost 4 decades.
What are the factors that are contributing to such high numbers?
More drivers out on the roadways continuing to engage in dangerous driving behaviors, whether it be speeding or impaired driving or lack of restraint.
Russ Martin is with the GHSA.
We see an increase in the number of larger vehicles that are being sold and that are out there on the roadways, SUVs, pickup trucks, larger vehicles that pose a greater risk to pedestrians.
Pedestrian fatalities are projected to have increased in 37 states in the District of Columbia, remain unchanged in 3 states, and decreased in only 10 states.
Clearly, there's a wide range of experience across the country, and our next step as a community ought to be to figure out exactly what some states and communities and cities are doing right.
Martin says prioritizing transportation infrastructure and reduced speed limits are ways to protect pedestrians and improve safety for all. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.